So we'll give you a bit more information about the 4 women competing here. Starting with the Lu Tam partnership. World ranked #1. They have been there since October of last year. And they just had an incredible time of it. Silver medal at the Olympics where they lost to Chen and Jia. They actually had 2016 in the first game, so it could have been different. And then they've won 10 World Tour titles in the last 22 months, including one here because they are the defending champions. I mean, it's just ridiculous, Kirsty, that record.
Absolutely, and for players so young as well, they just stepped straight into the World Tour arena and just took hold of it and took charge and started winning titles off the bat.
Well, Lu was World Junior Champion in only 2022, actually girls doubles and mixed doubles.
Jeez.
Not tested at all so far. Wow, that is a...
That's concise. That's clinical, if ever I did see it.
No excess energy expanded there, for sure. Now then, this is really interesting, because on the other side of the net, Ji Fan and Zhang Xiao, we know all about Ji Fan and her partnership with Chen Qingchen. Olympic gold in Paris. They had the silver 4 years earlier in Tokyo. 4-time women's doubles world champion she was with Chen.
To see a ranking of 129 next to Jia Yufan's name is outrageous.
Yeah, that was a comedian who did that, I think. 19 World Tour titles, Jia and Chen, including the All England, 3 World Tour finals, Malaysia Open twice, so this tournament twice. Now, the interesting thing with Zhang Xiao, as we just look at their progress, they had a bit of a struggle against Johnny and Pinella, actually, in the second round. Other than that, no issues. But the interesting thing about the partnership, the new partnership with Zhang Xiao, is that Xiao was formerly ranked at #2 with Yu Zheng, and won a World Championship bronze that pair in 23 when they lost to Chen and Jia, which it's like, there's kind of these kind of connections all over the place.
It's not quite 6 degrees separation, it's like half a degree of separation.
Exactly. They won 3 World Tour title events with Zheng. And lost with Zheng to Lu Tan in last year's final here.
Oh, crikey.
So it's
so cumulatively between these 4 players,
yes.
we have maybe 30 plus World Tour titles.
Loads, I think is a technical term.
Yeah.
And they all know each other very well, albeit only Lu Tan for a relatively short period of time.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Jia Yifan and Zhang Xiao, China. And on my left, Liu Xiangshu and Tan Ning, China. Zhang Xiao to serve to Liu Xiangshu. Level play.
So here we go, then second women's double semi. And this semi-final will certainly not be a clear fest. You may have heard Kirsty and I talking earlier about the way that women's doubles has changed in the last few years, and I think Lu and Tan have had a good deal to do with it.
Absolutely, and Jia Yifan is known for having one of the biggest smashes of all the women on the tour. Oh, had a little string break straight away. But no, I think this is going to be an aggressive affair. And I promise myself that I won't say Chen Jia.
Yeah, it's so easy to do.
It's helping me that Jia is first on the scoreboard.
Yes, yes, yeah.
I think we have seen quite a few errors on the back line of actually both sides of the court. So I think the tricky task here for both pairs, because such big hits are coming in from the smash, the harder a shot comes in, the harder it's going to come out. So who can control that back line the best is going to have an advantage here.
3-2.
And I would say we've seen a few overhead mistakes from whoever's on that far side of the court where Liu and Tan are so far in the early parts of each game. I think it takes a little bit of settling in over there.
Rock solid defensively.
Well dodged on that back line. Gee, I thought about taking it. Oi. Oh, it's popped up.
Still they keep it alive.
Already the noise of the hits in this game, so punchy. Uncharacteristic error from Jia Yifan there. It was a relatively controlled shot.
3-4. Play.
Oh, great turn.
So 5-3.
Been brilliant so far at keeping the points alive. Jia Yifan and Jing Shuxian. Saw in the World Tour finals actually when Liu and Tan played in matches where the rallies seemed to be longer than they were used to. They started to get a little frustrated with it, but they couldn't get the point one relatively early. Did look a little bit vulnerable in Hangzhou.
Your turn is out. Like I said.
Oh, thought about challenging that, but being so early in the game, maybe they'd rather save them. It's interesting what you say about being frustrated about not kind of getting the points relatively quickly. It's that back line again. Like we said at the start, I think both of these pairs don't play traditional women's doubles in inverted commas. It is a bit more flat, fast, aggressive, punchy, bossy, played in small areas rather than a big open court. So the expectation is that the points will come about quicker. Oh, that guide in that cross court has worked so well so far. Whee. Right onto that forehand.
5-6.
Yeah, well, that's actually a good example where they stayed pretty patient in the point, and then a fairly straightforward put away for Liu.
So well worked. So often in doubles, it's about tying your opponent up close to their body rather than trying to find a space. Because as we said a couple of matches ago, I think, there aren't really any spaces. It's quite often to challenge their racket skills is how you win the point, but so far racket skills on both sides of the court have been incredible. Good punch. Yeah, well worked. Oh, that's cheeky. Great calmness.
Unusual shot, very effective.
Oi, we'll take that.
I almost think they should ban the use of the apology after a net call, because you never mean it.
Yeah, definitely. You don't apologize when you hit the line.
Thank you. Welcome.
Oh, well read, but just missed the execution of it. But it was such a good move from Zhang. Yep. That's nice.
That was almost like chess on a badminton court. Like
Absolutely.
players were like pieces moving around the board.
That one was so creative, and then just snatched at that one a little. Nice hold. Good judgment.
9-all. Play.
So far, it's been absolutely as tight as we predicted that it would be. Both pairs playing fairly aggressively and Zhang trying to take any semblance of opportunity that presents itself. Good eye, well left.
10-9.
I do think Jia Yufan's experience is shining through within her partnership and maybe within the whole court.
On a match that could be decided by very small margins, that kind of an error could be significant.
That's a great serve.
It's out the back, so a 2-point lead for Jia and Zhang against the world #1 pair. Probably just about value for it.
Play.
Yeah, they're not going to lie down for long, I don't think.
That little inside to outside hold from Zhang is, I think they might have seen that a couple of times in training.
Yeah.
A couple of predictions that one's coming. Oh, it's good net. It's good retrieval as well. Oh, I think that was going out.
Well, that one was long, so back on terms again in this opening game.
Another overhead error in that, roughly in that spot. Players seem to have been struggling a little bit with that area, whatever's happening over there. Unfortunate. well-built rally. I'm not sure if it was Luer Tan tried to really sneak up on that defense and turn it over to their initiative. Didn't quite manage it. Really well worked from Jia and Zhang.
And both pairs trying really hard to get the initiative in the rally, and once they've got it, trying to finish the point ultra quickly, and that was a good example.
Yes.
Oi! Flat smash just over the shoulder and out the back. That's a shame. That was a great move from Tan.
Okay. Play.
Missed opportunity there.
Just get the feeling that increasingly now it looks like this is the kind of match going to be decided by, I don't know, the odd moment of brilliance or a forced error, an unforced error, something.
Definitely, I think this is going to be tight as you like.
Service over. 14 all.
Oh my goodness. Oh, what a net shot. Oh, great rally. And we're still going. There it is.
Fantastic from all four of them, really.
Wow.
But some of the defence from Jia Fan in the early part of that point was off the scale. They kind of gradually worked themselves back into it. And you know who finished it off.
Pinpoint down that line when it mattered.
Thank you.
It's not just getting a racket to it at these defensive shots, but it's sending it back with quality, keeping yourselves in the racket. Shots aren't popping up, zipping off to the side.
Play.
Very early taken from Tan. Odd miss from Jia Yifan. Don't know quite what happened there. Oh, good hits from Zhang. Really well placed, making it very awkward for Tan.
Zhang has been on the offensive pretty much from the start. That was a good example.
Fault.
Service over. 16 all.
It was a good move, she saw it coming. Oh. Holy moly. Wow.
Well, how important a point will that prove to be?
17-16.
Oy.
Brilliant from Liu just to keep the rally alive as long as she did. Since it was 12-10 in Jia and Zhang's favour, there's never been more than a point in it. 12-11. So
Oof.
that's still the way of it.
17 all.
Costly. Could be costly. Service error. We haven't seen many, but the ones that we have seen have come at fairly crucial points. Liu and Tan really shutting down that net, making sure they're in charge in that area, staying high up the court there and making it awkward for Jia Yifan to get it away with any quality. Wait.
On the floor twice and comes away with the points.
Wow. It's never over.
19-17.
Oh, just to get the racket up there. Dive, knees, but racket gets up. Yep. Seem pretty happy with that one.
Okay. Late. Service over. 18-19. Tanin, you okay? Come here. Come here. Play.
So, 2 chances now for the youngsters to secure this opening game.
Game point 18.
Well, that was simple. We've been doing all this complicated mid-court defence attack stuff, and just took a little dink into the net.
Almost seemed to happen in slow motion, didn't it?
Yeah.
In real time, but anyhow, one game point rather saved by Zhang. One more to go in a game that always looked likely to go right to the wire. Well, obviously they're going to challenge it.
Oh, Zhang Yifan didn't look confident about whatever call was made.
Yeah, I don't think they really believe that this dropped in. I think it's a chance to have a little break, chance to have a chat.
Yeah.
And, you know, on the off chance it was in its game, isn't it? So.
Tell you what.
Wow. Misread the body language, didn't I? Well, I'm not sure they believed, did they?
No, I think that a hit and hope, I think.
Yeah, that was a knowing smile. Anyhow, they'll take it. So Liu and Tan, via that Hawkeye challenge, take the opening game, 21-19.
Second game, level play.
Well, that ended up being quite a lengthy game, half an hour. And it was fascinating, and already on the attack, Jie and Zhang. Nicely done.
Oh.
Enough mucking around.
Yeah, I've had enough of this, actually. Well, if that isn't women's doubles summed up,
Yeah.
patience, 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 bang on the floor. Nice cut out from Zhang. Oh, just that throwing open of the shoulder to send that cross court from a lefty on that side as well.
And absolutely the start they wanted to this second game, having dropped the first.
Sends the first one down the line and then just opens up. And I was going to use the Scottish word of scalp there. Hits it cross court.
Service over. 1-3.
Unlike Jie Yifan to miss from there. You wonder with this new partnership whether she's maybe feels a bigger sense of responsibility than just the comfort of playing with Chen.
Yeah, could well be. So 3-love down to 3-all in turn. Unforced errors have been something of a premium in this match so far, but there was definitely one from Jun.
have to be a little bit careful of this baseline when hitting the way that Jie Yifan and Zhang are. We've seen a few sail long there.
Seemed to be the cue for a bit of a concerned discussion between Jie and Zhang. 5 points on the spin now for their opponents. And that's 6.
6-3.
Jie and Zhang, body language-wise, are a little bit shoulders down, a little bit deflated, whereas energy seems to just have been rising from the side of Liu and Tan.
Some raw power in that shot from Liu.
7-3.
Took her by surprise a little bit.
It's quite the hit. Well placed, really nice return.
So Rot stopped, but still with a lot of work to do. Jie and Zhang.
Nice little chip onto the net from Jie Yifan to force the lift, where Zhang took advantage of.
Well, what a topsy-turvy game this is proving to be already. Both pairs kind of playing in bursts, really.
The points really do seem to be coming more from errors than winning shots in this game so far.
A very late decision from the line judge to give that out, so it was almost inviting a challenge.
These are the hardest ones to call with it coming in at that flat angle, but I want to say it caught the line, but I don't have the best vantage point from up here. Oi!
Just long.
Eventually, line judge was correct.
8-7. Play.
They have missed 2 or 3 of those in the nets, actually. Liu and Tan. Liu the offender that time.
Maybe a kind of extra pressure to hold the net on this side rather than lift out. That's a good step in.
9-8.
Again, that pressure into that rear right corner, but going in flat rather than taking the high route.
Stamps her feet in frustration. She missed that.
You don't stop, okay?
She knows she doesn't miss them often. Indecision on that back line. We've seen it a couple of times in the last few games, the last few matches. Oi. Oh, that's incredible. Oi.
How did they turn that around? That was heroic defense from those two. This was the start of the Jung attack. Somehow they turned around the initiatives themselves and then in the end won the point, which gives them the lead at the mid-game break.
Okay, very good. Đi tắt. CHN, very good. Lead the shot. 11, 10, play.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, lurking with intent. Zhang on the net there. It was right in the hitting zone for her.
I think Jia and Zhang are very intent on keeping the attack and the initiative. And I think it is their best chance. So they'll really be looking to keep hold of that net and not lift out. They've also been stepping up and into that mid-court area. Yeah, trying to hold that net. Well worked. They look to be trying to keep the game more flat rather than up and down. Great rally.
Nicely steered.
13-11.
Well, this has all turned very quickly. 4 points in a row for Zhang, the start of this second half of the second game, and things looking considerably brighter from their point of view.
Leo and Tan seem a little bit too content with sitting back and trying to defend their way out of this.
That was in as well.
In, yeah.
We'll see what Hawkeye has to say. I'm not sure there's going to be too much joy with this, to be honest.
I thought it was inside the back line, yeah. I don't know if they just maybe wanted to break the momentum of what was happening.
17-11. Play.
Just long.
30-17.
But you can see Jia and Zhang's reluctance to lift. Everything is flat or onto the net.
Well, that was a bit surprising. Just caught the top of Hu's racket. It wasn't really her shuttle to play. Jia's racket, I beg your pardon. I think there's a few nerves out there. They had a pretty healthy lead a couple of minutes ago, Jung, and now it's been whittled down a little bit. These are big points here.
Found it. Found that space. Keeping this little lead alive. Oi, great defense. How did that come back? Oh.
They've won quite a few points in this match and what have looked like near impossible positions. Certainly when they've been seriously under pressure.
Yeah, they seem to be making the error on not the most difficult one that they've been presented with.
A lot of space back there.
16-18.
I thought Jia Yifan had done well to find a little gap in between them on the return, and then it just got popped up into that nice open space. Oi. Oh.
Well, Zhang did so well there. Keep the pairing in the point. I'd rather got frozen out, Lou, when it came to her. Too much with it. So 2 points away then from levelling this semi-final. Jung. Fantastic.
Oof. Found that space perfectly. But commitment to the movement from Tan. Maybe committed too hard to the shot before, to be honest. Just falling backwards on that one. And fair play to Jia Yifan to find that space there. Threw herself at it.
Okay.
It's out the back, and that's game. 21-16 for Jia and Zhang. It's one game all, and we're going to get a final game decider here.
但是就坚持。
Đơn bốc Zhang. Final game, level play.
So here we go then with the decider, and it is completely up for grabs there, so no idea who's going to come out on top here. Kirsty, any idea?
Shall we flip a coin or draw straws?
Yeah, it's been that kind of match, nothing between them really.
I think Jia Yifan and Zhang had the right tactics in trying to hold the net and play the flat game. I think you just don't want to lift to Lu and Tan. You don't particularly want to lift to Jia and Zhang either.
Yeah.
But I think to get that little, well, came down to 5.5 point advantage, keeping the net and the flat game is, I think, how they should continue this. But it looks like that's what Lee and Tan have in store as well.
2-1.
Already the body language is significantly different from Jia and Zhang than we saw at the start of the previous game. Well worked. Finally finding that space down that left-hand tram line. Oh, great shot. Just guiding that down to the service line.
Yeah, it was a very telling touch. We reached the hour mark in the semi-final. Jia and Zhang making a strong start in this decider. But to be honest, this match has toed and froed so much.
Service over. 2-5.
I think that was the right shot from Jia Yifang, just dipped tiny bit too early. Oh my God. Oi. Oh. Helped over by the net cord.
Yeah, a huge dose of good fortune there for Lewin Tan.
Great patience from Jia Yifan there. Waiting for a moment.
Because Tan Ning performed heroics just to keep that point alive for as long as he did, as long as she did. But in the end, just the weight of pressure told.
You want doctor?
I think we've had a medical request here. We have indeed. Yeah, it looks like just an issue with Tan's knee.
A little skint knee.
I need to ask you about this because this magic spray, it seems to solve everything.
Oh, of course. No, I actually don't know what the magic spray is. It's like the magic sponge in football that used to come out.
But it used to be a sponge on a bucket, didn't it?
Yeah,
now it's this magic stuff, whatever it is.
Now they've canned it.
Yeah.
I think this might just be a plaster job. But quite often, because your skin is sweating, there's no chance that plaster will stick, so we're going to have to wrap this around, and it's going to look a lot more severe than it is. Oi, there it goes.
Problem obviously is if they don't want to get any blood on the court, so that's why these things need to be covered. And as Kirsty says, it needs some kind of tape around it, otherwise it'll just come off within seconds probably.
I think quite often these green mats for the courts are quite often they're quite new, and when they're new they are rough. Like the best example I can give was at the All England last year when we did the grey courts.
Yeah.
They were straight out the factory, rough as you like sandpaper. I had to tell myself not to dive on them or I was going to lose a couple of layers of skin.
Right.
Going to lose a couple of tattoos.
6-3, late.
Once again, despite Tan's best efforts.
Thank you.
She couldn't stay in the point. Well, this is starting to get a bit worrying from Lewin Tan's point of view.
8-3.
Yeah, you wonder if that break, that little medical break, has kind of their focus has lost its shine. Oy. Wow. From start to finish, that rally was a little bit different. The return of serve was casual, to say the least. Net cord helping Jian Zhang this time. Swings and roundabouts. That'll be punished.
Well, that was about as facile a point as you'd ever see, in sharp contrast to some of the really exciting exchanges we've had. It was just no nonsense picked off, and they need to find some inspiration from somewhere, Luan Tan. Stay in the semi-final.
I think she was right to take that. I think that was very much in. It's interesting, the sets that have been won on the side that Luan Tan find themselves on right now.
Yeah.
The games. So for Jian Zhang to have a lead on this side puts them in their favour. But I imagine Luan Tan won't go down without a fight. Well up.
So that's a nice lead for Jia and Jun at the midway point in this decider, 11-6. And you'd probably say it's theirs to lose from here, although, as Kirsty just said, Luan Tan fought back from worse positions than this. But they trail 11-6.
2 racket clashes in a row.
Seemed like we're watching fencing there for a minute.
Oh! Incredible rally. How Ji and Zhang still have the initiative. Well, there it goes. I think we might be in for our longest rally yet here. Oh, that left hand of Jia just swiping it across.
And again, I think the sheer pace on the shuttle surprised Lou. Because that was really travelling.
Tan just getting the placement wrong on that one, right into that left hand of Jia Yufan. Sending Liu to the ground. Good serve. We haven't seen many flick serves. Oi, again. Fortuitous net cord for Jia and Zhang.
Well, Liu and Tan had the last one, didn't they? So I guess, as they say, it all levels out. Probably not in the same match. Maybe
no.
over a
career?
Yeah, sort of.
I'd love to know the stats on that and line calls without IRS.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, found it. Jia and Zhang have done well to kind of control what's happening in this game so far. Liu and Tan are going to have to change something to get the advantage back and the momentum back in their favor. But Jia and Zhang aren't really letting them. They're doing so well at holding that net with shots like that, not going up and over, only when absolutely necessary. And there's just been some little errors from Liu and Tan that we didn't see so much in the first set that they won, game that they won.
Yeah, just from the body language, you can see there's a frustration factor. Liu and Tan at the moment.
Yeah, a deflation. Question. I thought we were clamping down on pre-serve wiggles. I'm gonna call it side-to-side wiggles.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen a few in this game so far. I've more noticed it from Liu and Tan, to be honest.
Yep.
Is that in effect? Whoa!
Fantastic defense from the two women in red.
Good reset. No panic. Oh.
What a point this is.
Oh, and again.
Good reach.
Yep.
She'll get that too.
Oh, but she snuck onto the net. So well stepped up. What a rally.
fitting that it's won with a piece of genius like that.
Was going to feel pretty good about themselves.
Yeah, but just going back to your point about the serve shuffle, I think I'm dead right with that.
I don't mean to call out our service judge.
No, no.
And I don't think this is the most extreme example of it. I think there's other players who pre-serve wiggle the racket and shuttle together more than we're seeing here, but I thought there was a clamping down on it.
Nice little change up with the serve.
Great defense. Oh, out the sides. They have a good margin here, but they'll want to keep it as large as possible. They won't be happy with loose errors like that. Yeah. Oi! Good reset, sending it high. Oh!
Seriously, until you see the shuttle land on the other side of the court against Dan and Lip, you can't be certain of anything.
Nope, it's just never over.
9-15.
Some of the defense in this match has been unbelievable.
Yeah, both pairs.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Tadi, satu. Ivan. Okay. Nine, 15. Oh, sorry, Liu, yes, Liu Shen.
That's a very clever piece of placement.
10, 15.
Zhang was always struggling to get across.
Couple of errors sneaked in from Zhang that we haven't seen up until this point. They want to stay relaxed, but not too relaxed. It's a very fine line. Good hold of net. Out the sides. Great hit, really nice placement.
Just
Forcing that forehand take.
Just got to think of it really now, haven't they, as 1 point at a time.
Yeah.
Easy enough to say, but otherwise there's always danger. You start tensing up and trying to get the job done too quickly. They had 12-6 at one point. 15-7.
Although they've got a big gap, it's a long way to 21.
Yeah.
From 16. Oh, another little net cord. Oh, Zhang Yifan rushing the net there. Oh, fraction long.
12-16. Tanding, satu game, tanding. 2-3.
Oi.
How on earth did that come back?
That was net cord after net cord after readjustment after readjustment. Wow.
Reactions required.
Net cord there, net cord there.
Absolutely brilliant from
Wow.
Zhang.
Not like Zhang Yifan to miss one of those.
Just shows you, doesn't it? You know, even if you're an Olympic champion and you've got literally probably 24 titles or more, sometimes in the heat of the moment, it still gets very tense.
Oh, how did she send that back? And right into that same area again. That's kind of been a really key area from about the middle of the second game, I would say.
And you wouldn't say that Zhang are charging towards the winning line, but to be honest, they'd settle for falling over it. Doesn't matter how you get there.
Absolutely.
3 points needed.
Just pointing down at that corner. She knows that is important. Maybe wanting a little bit too much from these mid-court exchanges, Zhang Yifan, which is not like her. But the pressure has really been put on. I nearly gave a little clap there. That was my instant reaction. Wow. The exchanges around the net here.
I mean, how that one came back over, I've no idea.
Amazing.
Speed of reaction and racket control. Just stunning.
Oh, good placement. Great choice.
Loose serving. So that miscue gives Jie Yifan and Zhu Xuxian 5 match points.
20, match point, 50.
Just mistimed it. Long, but a string gone. That's unfortunate.
Yes, not an opportune moment for that to happen.
20. Okay, Xuxian.
So now, a match point on the Tan serve.
Oh. In trying to be relaxed, I think Jie Yifan was a little loose with that one.
17, 20.
When you think of all the titles she's won and all the situations she's been in, well, they were 26 down, her and Chen, to these two in the first game in Paris. Won it, won the second and won the gold.
Wow.
But it's never, ever easy with the pressure on here. 3 match points remain.
Oy. There it is.
Just needed the one. It's a huge win for them. They've taken down the world #1 pair. And they've probably just announced themselves, I think now, as a genuine women's doubles title-winning partnership. Everyone was kind of waiting and watching, and now they've had an answer, and they're 1 match away from winning a Super 1000 title.
I think they might rise up from 129 in the world, this pair. I've just got a feeling.
Yeah. They didn't lose many badminton matches in 2024, Liu and Tan. It's a big, big scalp to take. And Jie and Zhang are going to have Japanese opposition tomorrow to try and win their first title together. 19-21, 21-16, 21-17 in an hour and a half on court. We're going to take a short break, but coming next, it's the mixed doubles semi-final that potentially can bring the house down. Go and Lai of Malaysia take on Puvaranyakro and Pai Sampran of Thailand in a moment. Well, a warm welcome back to Kuala Lumpur and our continuing coverage of semi-finals day at the Malaysia Open. We've had 4 matches up to now, and our 5th is a mixed double semi, our first mixed double semi. Go and Lie of Malaysia up against the Thai pair of Dechapol Puvaranukroh and Supasara Haisampran. Here's the mixed doubles draw. The second of the semis will be played later. It's almost gone to seedings.